Okay, I mean, what a great job by the team bouncing back after a tough loss yesterday. You learn a lot about your team a lot of times after a bad loss or just even a loss. Comeback loss, somebody comes and gets you late, you feel horrible. But, they showed a lot of, I don't know the word I'm trying to use because I always thought we're tough. And so I really don't want to use the word toughness because I don't question that one bit. Character, they're proud program. Didn't go well yesterday, and they didn't sulk and they didn't point their finger at each other. They just got some rest and got up this morning and got after it. And it all started on the mound with Hunter Holland throwing the ball over the plate, mixing it up, and made a few plays behind him. And then obviously offensively, I thought we did an incredible job of putting together some big innings. But when you look at it, and I forgot to mention this to them, I thought our offense was amazing at laying off borderline pitches early in the count, got ahead in the count, and then drew walks, and we scored a lot of two-out runs. We even started one inning with 2 outs, nobody on, and scoring 4 that inning, and just took advantage of every little mistake they made, and just a great day for us.
I counted 13 two-out runs for you today. Just what was the key to that approach?
I think it's just everybody stayed within and kind of like next man will get it done if I walk or whatever. It's not like I got they all thought they had to hit a double every time up. They just took what they got, and when they got one, they didn't miss it much, and just they were just a team offense that got it done today.
With Holland, obviously you've seen him pitch well this offseason a lot, but how good was it to see him on this stage against a lineup that's so potent, to see him come through the way he did?
Well, it was real good. We know how good he can pitch, especially when he's on, and he can throw secondary pitches any count, 3-1. It's just he's got command, and when you have command, you can control the baseball. You can do some damage if you're right and you're feeling good. And I think today he felt good, and I think once he got through the first inning, he got better. And he could have come back for the 5th, but we hit so long in the 4th, and we knew it could possibly be a 7-inning ball game. We didn't want to bring him out. The plan at the beginning of that inning was to bring him back out for the 5th, and we just said, we don't need to do that. He sat over here for 30 minutes.
How happy were you to see Gage Wood respond to the
Yeah, that was good. He's thrown nothing but strikes since he's been here, and today we wanted to get him back out there if he felt okay, and he told us he did. So. The first hitter, he goes 3-1. You're thinking, oh boy, and then he goes 3-2, strikes him out. We kind of looked at each other and said he's going to do nothing but throw strikes now, and that's what he did. He got 2 more strikeouts, maybe threw another ball or 2, and that was it. And it's good for him.
How big has Jared Wagner been for your offense in the early going?
He's been real big. We knew at the end of the season last year that we needed another big hitter in the middle of our order. And when we got Brady back, bringing Jared in, and we started thinking, okay, these guys could be in the middle, whether they're hitting 3-4, 4-5, however we want to do it. And so far, that's what we've gotten. 2 veteran guys that have really used both sides of the field. I mean, his backside triple with 2 outs in the bases loaded, that was a thing of beauty. I mean, I would have loved a grand slam, but other than that was what I wanted to see going the other way. And they tried to get him out all weekend. The pitchers, they were going away. They were coming in. They got hit twice, I think, at least this weekend. And he just kept taking good at bats and taking good swings, and he saw a lot of pitches.
Jason Jones got in the lineup today. What do you think of him and Porter Rowland as well?
I thought Jones did a really nice job. I mean, his first at bat, I think he had like a 2-2 count on him. He laid off a borderline slider for ball 3, and then he took another one for ball 4. I'm thinking, wow, he's seeing the ball good. Made a couple plays at third, and I don't think he got a hit, but I thought his presence in the box. They were worried about him a little bit. I mean, they had the left fielder playing on the warning track, so that ball he hit last night was a pretty good poke, and that's his reputation. He's got some power.
Dave, I'm curious to know, after 3 games against good competition, what's your overall assessment of this team after this weekend?
Well, I feel like that we have a little bit of depth position player wise, and we showed that when we got some guys off the bench, and they went in there with with a fearless attitude and swinging the bat. I mean, the one that really stands out to me is Reese Robinette. I told him the inning before, I said, you're going to lead off next inning. Well, they went and brought in a left-handed pitcher, and I'm thinking, here's this freshman, his first at bat, now he's got to face a lefty. And I went up and I said, and I knew what he would say. I said, you get good facing this lefty? In his old country way, he just said, yeah. And he had a really good at bat. I mean, laid off a pitch or two, fouled off a pitch or two, and then smoked that ball in the 4-hole. It's good to see those guys go up there, be aggressive, and get their hits.
Coach Adcock threw the ball pretty well today, and obviously pitched him the other night. You mentioned him as a guy that you can kind of stretch out a little bit or possibly start. How do you envision his role possibly shaping out with the way that your bullpen's lining up moving forward?
Yeah, I think time will tell. It's still too early, but we could start him if we wanted to. I mean, he's getting close where he could go 4 or 5, or up to 70, 75 pitches right now. But we like him because he throws strikes. He's got a lot of confidence, a lot of personality. He's not scared, and he's always around that zone. And our infielders and position players, they know that he's going to pitch to contact a little bit, and we're good with that. But I don't know what his role is going to be. I mean, it's so early. Looking forward to playing at home on Tuesday, and then I think we play a bunch of games at home now. And the way I told the team, it was a great weekend as far as learning. It wasn't a great weekend because we didn't win all 3, but we learned a lot about our team as far as, who can do what, and maybe a little bit about the toughness today because of the way we bounced back. But we always felt like that was there. This team works extremely hard. I think they like each other a lot, and they didn't want to leave out of here 1 and 2.
Having played Oklahoma State in the postseason last year, did you sense a little extra motivation from the returners in your team?
Well, I think the motivation really came with the way we got it put to us yesterday more than who we were playing today. I don't think it would have mattered who we played today. We were going to find a way to win the game is what I saw. So, Oklahoma State, they're 3 hours from us, and we recruit against each other, and we know each other real well. They have a great staff, a lot of good players, but we'll probably see them down the road.
Is it a matter of it being a travel day game that you agree with the run rule?
So I got asked a question yesterday by our ops person, Clay Goodwin, as he was on the phone with somebody here at the tournament, wanted to know, his comment to me was, hey, are you good with playing the run rule 10 after 7 tomorrow? Oklahoma State is. I said, that's fine. That was basically what I said.
And then you start this year on the road. You ended last year with so many games on the road. How much are you looking forward to finally getting back to home in Cincinnati?
I'm looking forward to being there. I think the players are too. I mean, we had such great fan support here. It's not like it's going to be a lot different. Where you go from quiet or everybody cheering against you to everybody cheering for you, because we're getting that here. I mean, our fans were amazing right out of the gate. Here they are. It was fun.
You know you're going to
No, not at all. Yeah, we'll figure that one. We got 5.5 hours, 6 hours on the road. We'll get it squared away.
Thanks, Coach. All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Coach.
Yep.
What all did you have working today, and just what was the mentality like going into this kind of situation and pitching in a big league ballpark?
I had a fastball and cutter working today, nothing else. I was just showing pitches. Really didn't have my best stuff, just having to battle a little bit. But when you have 10 runs in the 3rd inning, it's pretty easy. Just settle down and pitch and throw to the catcher. So, overall, I mean, it was a good day for first win, but got a long way to go.
Did last night's result, obviously you didn't pitch, but did watching last night's game have any effect on just the way you approach today's game, or kind of make you more eager to go out there?
For sure. I like the throwing on Sunday spot. If we're 2-0, I want to sweep, and if we're 1-1, we're not going to lose. So I like that role, and if I stay in it, I'll stay in it.
For Jared and Payne, what do you think the key was throughout?
Yeah, I thought, just having really good plate discipline. Throughout the whole weekend, not just this game, I felt like we were all really tough outs. I thought that, there was a little lineup changed a little bit today, and, I thought guys were really comfortable up in the plate. I thought that, I just thought that guys weren't trying to do too much. I thought we were just taking what we were given. We knew our approach. Through the scouting report, we knew, especially with the starter, that, he was going to keep trying to live away to lefties, and that sinker was going to kind of go into righties. And I just thought that, we stuck to a good approach, and overall it was a good day for the hitters offensively.
I think we did well with plate discipline. We didn't swing at any, balls that were borderline up in the count, and then when they made a mistake, we made them pay, which was really, really good to see. So I think that was really, really good to see. Proud of our offense.
Jared, how do you assess your overall weekend?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was a fun weekend. It was one. It was fun. I don't know.
Hey, you and Tavian were, I think y'all had one hit coming into the game. We're able to get a few big hits in today. Just how good did that feel to kind of, get the lid off and really get things going offensively and contribute to success?
Yeah, I thought for the whole weekend, I was super content with my at-bats. I was having really good quality at-bats, hitting balls hard, just stuff wasn't falling, and, I knew I was going to get rewarded. I kind of I was sitting away on that at-bat, the ball that hit up the middle. He kind of went in, he made a good pitch. I was able to keep my hands through it and hit one up the middle, but it was nice to be able to see that, get some RBIs and get some guys in, especially with 2 outs. And so, but yeah, me and Tavian, he had a great three-day weekend, and we're looking forward to continue to see him at the leadoff spot, produce, and he plays really good defense as well. And so, we're just trying to get on base for this man right here for him to do the job.
Jared, what was the key to your success this weekend?
I think it comes down to just swinging at good pitches that you can drive. I think that my plate discipline was really well, so when it was there, I was able to either foul it off or get my swing off on it.
Coach was talking about how happy he was that you guys didn't solve anything and responded today. Just what was kind of the mindset as you guys came into this morning?
Yeah, I think for me it was a little different just because I remember, just a couple months ago we played these guys in the postseason, and I was excited to play those guys. They have a really good team. There were some guys that are on there that I'm good friends with, and I thought that we went into the game, and I thought that we were really focused. We had a nice hitters meeting at this morning with Coach Thompson, and everybody was pretty into it. We were all pretty involved. There was a lot of talking from him and a lot of listening from us, and I thought overall, I think we prepared for this, especially with the way that we got beat yesterday. I think that we came in and, I think we had our heads on straight, and we were just focused, and we just ultimately just wanted to battle and beat tough outs.
The big reason with returning player, going back to Baum after so long away, how much are you guys looking forward to this long homestand that we have?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I've always enjoyed playing on the road, but just playing in the atmosphere that we have is, you can't beat it. It's one of the best ballparks in the country, one of the best atmospheres in the country. Our fans are crazy. I kind of looked at this weekend as home games because of how many fans we had here. It was crazy. But we're all excited, and, I know a lot of these guys haven't been able to experience what Baum Walker's like at full capacity, so I'm excited for it, and I'm looking forward to seeing these guys, seeing what it's all about.
Hunter, I think both of your walks were to McLean, I think with runners on, and then obviously worked out well for you each time, didn't allow any after that. Was that kind of on by design, or was it just a matchup you were okay to pitch around, or what was that?
In both at bats, the first 2 fastballs were both up a little bit. He didn't give them to me, and so I wasn't gonna let Riggio and McLean beat us. So I wasn't gonna let them get the bats rolling. So after that, I was just gonna stay away, and because I know with the left-hander first baseman, I knew I could get him. So I wasn't, once I got down, I wasn't gonna let their team get some fire and think they had a chance.
And for you guys, what did you make of his performance? First time playing behind him and seeing him work.
It was really fun. We were very confident in this Sunday game. Bouncing back after yesterday. I think everyone in the dugout was pretty confident in what he could do, and he showed what he can do. So It was really great to see.
Yeah, me and Hunter have been hanging out for the past couple weeks, and I mean, he wouldn't just stop talking about how excited he was to pitch. And when he knew that when we came out with that he was going to be the Sunday guy this weekend, he was so fired up. That's all he could talk about, and I knew he was excited. And after we got beat pretty bad last night, he came up to me. He's like, I need to pitch. Like, I can't wait anymore. And so, I knew he was ready. He loves this. He lives for these moments. And just for him to go out there and just throw strikes and, not trying to do too much. When you have a big lead like that, you just kind of pitch to contact, just let them get out. And I thought he did a really good job of that. So I'm really proud of him.
For all three of you, because it affects pitchers and hitters, his pace of play this year. How big of an adjustment is it, and maybe how big of a role did you feel playing the first weekend, getting used to that?
Yeah, I thought it. For majority, I felt like on the weekend it kind of benefited us more. But then again, I don't. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's rules. You got to follow them. But I don't necessarily think. I think with runners in scoring positions, kind of a little different. Now, if there's nobody on, nobody out, then I think that there's definitely should be something in place. But there's rules, we gotta follow them. So I don't really think it speeds the game up. I mean, we played TCU yesterday, and it took. Now, granted, there were a lot of runs scored and stuff, but I mean, it still took a long time. If the game doesn't go to 7 innings today, then it still takes a long time. So, I just think baseball should just kind of be kept the way it is, and people that watch the game, they understand that.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I think it's horrible, but I've always worked fast ever since I started pitching, and I like today it was my first time really get to see that clock winding down. I'd catch the ball and put my foot on the rubber and look in, and it's already at 9 seconds or something. I'm like, it's nuts. But I think we handled it great for the first weekend.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it, especially with the run game. So if the clock's winding down and they can fault and then steal on that, so changes a game like that. I think with runners on base, I don't think that should be a thing.